Alina started showing signs of exhaustion. "Zack, I'm tired," she whispered, her voice trembling with fatigue. But Zack didn't stop. He continued with more energy. "Zack, stop. I can't," she tried to say, but her words were drowned. Are you wondering why Zack couldn't stop, or how Alina's cries went unanswered? Stay with me as we uncover the heartbreaking story of that night. The love story of Zack and Alina began like a scene out of a teenage dream. Both 16 years old and high school classmates, they were inseparable. Alina's shy smile would light up Zack's day, and Zack's confidence made her feel like the most important person in the world. Their relationship blossomed as they shared secrets, dreams, and the kind of love only young hearts can fully understand. But like many teenagers, they faced pressures, some external and others internal. For Zack, the pressure came from his friends and his own growing desire to take their relationship to a more intimate level. Alina, while deeply in love, was more cautious. She wanted to wait for the right time, a moment she could treasure forever. Her parents, though loving, were often too busy with work and social commitments to notice the growing intensity of her relationship with Zack. They trusted her to make good decisions, but their absence in her daily life left her navigating the challenges of adolescence largely on her own. Zack, confident and impulsive, often found himself daydreaming about their first time together. Alina, on the other hand, was more reserved. She wanted to wait until the right moment. Her 16th birthday had just passed, and though she loved Zack deeply, she wanted to make sure it was special. One evening, Alina's parents left town to attend a family wedding, leaving her alone at home for the night. She saw this as an opportunity to spend time with Zack. With her heart pounding, she called him. "Zack," she said, her voice soft but excited. "My parents are gone for the night. Do you want to come over?" Zack's heart raced as he hung up. He quickly shared the news with his best friend, Mike, who was 18 and often gave Zack advice, sometimes well-meaning, other times reckless. "Dude, this is your chance," Mike said with a grin. "Make it unforgettable for her. I've got something that will help." Mike handed Zack a packet of pills. "Sex enhancement tablets," he explained. "It'll make everything better. Trust me." Zack hesitated for a moment. He was nervous but excited at the same time. He wanted to impress Alina, to show her how much she meant to him. Against his better judgment, he pocketed the tablets and headed to her house. When he arrived, Alina greeted him with a warm smile. They spent the evening talking, laughing, and watching movies. The atmosphere was perfect, and as the night wore on, their feelings for each other deepened. Alina, though nervous, felt ready to take the next step. She trusted Zack and believed this was their moment. Zack, emboldened by Mike's words, excused himself to the bathroom and took one of the tablets. As the night deepened, they decided to take their relationship to the next level. It was their first time, a moment filled with equal parts excitement and anxiety. What began as a tender and intimate experience soon spiraled into something else. Zack, under the influence of the pills and overwhelmed by his inexperience, pushed himself to keep going, mistaking endurance for passion. Alina, though shy at first, trusted him to handle the moment with care. But as the night wore on and they became more intimate multiple times, Alina started showing signs of exhaustion. "Zack, I'm tired," she whispered at one point, her voice trembling with fatigue. But Zack, emboldened by the drugs and unaware of her discomfort, didn't stop. He mistook her words for nerves and continued with more energy than he realized, oblivious to how it was affecting her. At one point, Alina let out a sharp gasp. "Zack, stop. I can't," she tried to say. But her words were drowned out by Zack's focus and the influence of the pills. Her breathing became labored, her body tensed, and her hands weakly pushed against him. Suddenly, she went limp. Zack froze, panic flooding his mind. "Alina! Alina!" he shouted, shaking her gently, then desperately. He tried to wake her, his heart pounding, but she didn't respond. Her chest had stopped rising and falling. Realizing the gravity of the situation, Zack scrambled to call for help, but fear overtook him. He couldn't think clearly. The pills, his lack of experience, and the shock of the moment clouded his judgment. In his confusion and terror, he fled the house through the window, leaving behind the incriminating pills and a lifetime of guilt. When Alina's parents returned home the next morning, they found her lifeless body in her bed. The scene was devastating. Their vibrant, beautiful daughter was gone, and they had no idea why. The paramedics arrived quickly, but it was too late. During the investigation, the pills Zack had left behind were discovered. It didn't take long for the truth about their relationship and the events of that night to come to light. Alina's parents were crushed, not only by the loss of their daughter, but also by the realization that they had been so unaware of her life. They had trusted her to navigate adolescence on her own, not realizing how vulnerable she was. Zack, consumed by guilt, eventually turned himself in. He confessed everything: the pills, his inexperience, and his blind trust in Mike's advice. The courts showed no mercy, and Zack was sentenced for his role in Alina's death. Parents, this story is a reminder. Your children need your guidance, attention, and understanding more than ever during these formative years. It's easy to assume they'll make the right choices, but adolescence is a time of confusion, pressure, and temptation. Be there for them. Talk to them. Know their friends, their struggles, and their dreams. Don't leave them to navigate this journey alone. And to young people, love is not about proving yourself or succumbing to pressure. It's about respect, trust, and patience. If you're not ready, don't rush. Value your life and the life of the person you care about. This story is more than just a tragedy. It's a wake-up call. If you're a parent, talk to your kids, know their friends, and be involved in their lives, especially during their teenage years. If you're a young person, remember that love is about trust, respect, and patience, not pressure or reckless choices. Zack and Alina's story is more than just a tale. It's a lesson for all of us. What are your thoughts on their journey, the choices they made, and the role of their parents? Leave your comments below and share your perspective. Let's start a conversation that could make a difference. And if you enjoyed this video and want more thought-provoking stories, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.